champions and the hot favourites this year, the Perga Wagtails, playing behind us. They feature the likes of James Roberts, Ben Barber, you may have heard of him, Wes Conlon, and Brian Kelly, just to name a few of their stars.
Yeah, they're a bit star-studded. I think they've done a bit of recruiting in the off-season. Here we go.
And we're underway. And the team in blue is the Dingoes, and they get us off to a good start, and the defensive line nice and strong. And Tukes, this is the time of the game that you as an old front rower love, where we get some settlers, we look for field position, and then we look at our options.
Absolutely, mate. That first 10 minutes is the sorting out period, and I spent most of my 10 minutes on the bench. So I really love these first 10 minutes of any of these big battles. Most of my first 10 minutes, yeah, I was sitting on the sideline watching. So.
And Tamika, being a fullback, how did you help your teammates in these initial stages?
Yeah, look, you don't want to throw the ball around too much. You just want to get down the other end. So I would sniff around the middle and talk to the forwards and sniff at any offloads that they might get.
Yeah, and I found a lot of the good fullbacks would just be barking orders and keeping you up and, you know, and just keeping everyone positive. And, you know, this early period of the game, just stick to your processes. Oh, they haven't found touch.
No, deadly sin, that one.
Coach killers.
Do that, yeah. And possession back with the Southern Dingoes, looking for their second win of the tournament. As we mentioned earlier, they finished day 4 with a 56-0 win over Murray Taipans. Oh, go back and play the ball. And
Josh Johnson.
I'll tell you one bloke I was impressed with yesterday, Leon Taylor. He did some great hard yards up the middle and was very elusive when he got a bit wider.
Yeah, absolutely. I just see number 11, Keenan Yorston. He's from the North Devils, so look for him to have a big influence on this game.
I reckon Josh Johnson scored 3 tries in that game, in that 56-0 win. The bloke
looks like he's
just
got some
the
wheels.
Ball.
Yeah,
oh,
the
he
two.
has. He was quick. They don't want to give him a millimetre, let me tell you.
Oh, another little error on play 2. So.
Yeah, both teams are just trying to find their feet to start this game off.
A bit nervous.
This is where the likes of Phil Dennis are invaluable, aren't they? They get in there and they say, fellas, come on, let's calm down. Let's be good in defence, set a 6, and then get the ball back and concentrate on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here he goes. That's the number 13 who's heading towards the scrum. He'll pack in the back row. Long-time player with the South Logan Magpies. So they spread it across here. The team in pink, EFK Memorial, looking for an opportunity here. They're trying for a one-on-one strip. Doesn't quite come off, and Winger looks to help out his teammates. Jeremiah Mungie gets a few metres further forward. In the early stages of this senior men's match between EFK Memorial in the pink, and in the blue it's the Southern Dingoes. Both sides, Tuke still feeling each other out, looking for an opportunity. That's a nice offload, so a bit of second phase ball there. Oh, but the defence is good. Look at that 3 in the tackle.
Yeah, just keeping it tight. Looks like they're both just rolling through the middle, sorting each other out. I just noticed quickly on the Dingoes side, as they go to the kick, there's a lot of high numbers. So I think the coach has started with a few of his interchange bench in this kind of second day of their competition. So trying to freshen up the starters from yesterday. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of big numbers out there for the Dingoes, 20 and 19 and 17. And
it's a long carnival.
It is.
Got to get them through these early stages. Of course, quarterfinals and semi-finals, and then ultimately, if you're in the top 2.
Big Francis Renoff.
See how he fires up.
Aye,
Tamika, as soon as the front rower gets it, one of the big boys.
Big Francis has been a centre his whole life, and I think age is catching up with him. And again, he'll agree with me. He's a good mate of mine as well. So here we go, Philly D, first receiver. Here we go.
He is. Watch him. Oh,
early ball, Yorston.
Comes out wide.
3 in the tackle. That's
been good defensive effort from both sides here. Good scramble. Here's
nice little scheming kick by Philly Dennis. Oh, he just couldn't pick it up. It was a nice play.
Peace.
Good vision.
Yeah. It was a great kick. The winger wasn't dropped back there, so he's gone to run in the middle and kicked it back to the short side.
I think they've thrown the ball away, so the referee's gone, no. Offside was.
In front of the kicker, eh? Took off a little bit early.
One job.
Oh, don't
Bloody
be hard.
wingers. Bloody
don't
wingers.
be hard. Come on now. President of the Front Rowers Club. We missed you over the last couple of days.
I'm sure plenty of front rowers are scoring tries and setting them up off kickoffs and all sorts of things.
Listen to him talking up to me. Come on, come and help out the fullbacks here.
Yeah. Oh, they finished the tries.
You're going to give them some credit?
Yeah, we set them up. They finish them. That's their job. That's their job.
They can't even be humble in commentary.
Humble. That's their job.
The president of the Front Rowers Club, Mark Turkey. Cannot wait for a front rower to chip and chase and run 40 metres and score a try. You will just go off.
Philly Dennis, he's the one. He's a front rower in a 13. Good on him. He's 47 years old now today, Philly D.
Aren't you
He's
all
doing really well.
Frustrated halfbacks in front rower bodies?
Yes, that's it.
Yep.
Got the vision, but just can't get there.
Here's a nice deep kick and
nice
underneath
set.
it. And he's going for the
sing.
long ball. That's
There's
nice. There's a bit of space out here if he can step and go.
Good
Tries
defense.
one-on-one. Good defence.
Great chase.
Good defence in the end.
Clifton Law.
He'd be very happy with that.
It's just that Johnson, the 2.
Yeah.
He's
Josh Johnson. Yeah, he scored 3 tries yesterday.
Scheming.
Yeah. Gets it to the halfway line.
They've got the defence on the back foot here, scrambling.
It's interesting, Sean. Keenan Yawson's just over there on the right now.
Oh, they move around. They don't mind.
Yeah, he must have changed from left to right when someone came on. Or else he's just going roaming. And that's 2. That's high shot. And he looks at him and says, "Oh, what's me?"
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Wasn't high, mate.
Going to go for kick for touch again. Hopefully find the sideline.
Put him in good field position here. 40, 30 out.
Yep. That's a good kick this
It was
time,
a
mate.
great
Plenty
kick.
of metres.
And see what they've got. The EFK Memorial.
Yep. This is their real opportunity.
Yeah.
First one.
Be patient. Just put it in goal. Let's get a dropout. Worst case scenario.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Wow, what a hit. Did you see the
Is there a
bun go back?
Look at him.
Bang.
Just get up, play the ball. Good carry. I think it might have been the man bun that was a dramatic head bang there.
Still,
See
there was
it
a bit of
rock back.
contact.
Yes.
Now it comes out to the short side, and the number 11 pushes off 1, 2, 3. Damien
Great
McIntosh.
offload. He was just not looking. That's a good
That's
set.
unlucky.
That was unlucky, yeah. 3 just rolling around to the right. They were set up for a nice left shift as well, so they were just a little bit unlucky there.
Look, I must say, EFK Memorial in their first 2 matches conceded 24 points, but they scored 10 and 16, so enough points to win a game, really, with a bit of improvement. But defence is their issue, so they want to hold their defensive line, and so far, we've had almost 10 minutes and no damage done.
And they're in good position here if they can just defend this set. Force an error.
Dennis puts the ball in, takes it out.
Johnson.
Johnson, yeah. Careful with him. He did this yesterday. Looked, probed, and then he put the afterburners on. This is a good run.
Great chase back.
Knock on and play the ball there.
Knock on, play 3. Here we go. They're their own worst nightmare at the moment, the Dingoes. They just a couple of errors.
Yeah, I'd say the runner will be running out there with instructions from the coach. Settle it down, boys. Settle it down. Plenty of time.
Next set. Get it done.
We'll see what EFK can do off the back of this. They've had a few good opportunities but haven't capitalised, so hopefully they learn from that.
Definitely, there's points in them, as they proved yesterday. They can score a few points.
Yep.
And only have 24 against. That's a pretty low-scoring game, 24-10, 24-16.
And what we've seen is sometimes teams run out a bit of gas at the end, and that's where, a couple of tries come on, a couple of late tries.
Yeah, not too many of these guys will be used to playing 3 and 4 games in 2 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. Fatigue's definitely going to set in. The muscle soreness, there you go.
Quick play the ball attempted, and it doesn't come off.
Error, play 2. The first team to
settle will
settle will get over them and score points here.
Brendan Saltner, the 23, making his way onto the field.
replacing Francis Renoff, come to the bench.
Moves into the front row.
Got Johnson out here, he's scheming something.
Oh, with Phil Dennis, the orchestrator. Watch, just be very, very careful because he knows what he's doing here. They've got an overlap and they go wide. And the cover defence is good. They come across in numbers and they put him down.
Good defence by Clifton Law there. He knew he had that space on his outside and he just...
Oh, short side. There's a
working hard
2-on-1
from the
here.
inside again.
Again, good scramble, Tamika.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're throwing a lot at him, and the defensive scramble's been really good so far. Hopefully they can hold on for the rest of the set.
See what they do here. Little dummy and the big fella comes
Philly
straight
there.
up the middle. No, they won't stop him.
Another front rower.
Leon Taylor, he had
There
a
you
great
go.
game yesterday and he's picked up where he left off.
Who did he come off? Philly Dennis.
Yeah.
No, one front rower to another. Look at him.
He's been great in the middle, orchestrating that attack and
Yep.
and getting his players into holes.
Absolutely, yeah. And it was great line run. You know, courageous line. Yeah. He had to come off the back fence to get there, and he's just too big, too strong.
He did wind up, didn't he? He was
he's wound
always
up.
going to be hard to stop.
Yep.
Reminiscent
Great
of Mark Tukey in full flight.
Oh,
in
I
his
took
heyday.
about 20 to get wound up. But
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Once I got there, the law of what is it? Law of gravity and mass via power and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Inertia.
Yeah, I had to fall over or the back fence would stop me.
Oh, beautiful memories.
And then I'll be looking for the bench. Where are we? Get over here. 4-0. Kick to come. It looks like he'll get this one nice and next to the post.
Yep, Walden's got the shot. So thanks very much, fellas. Next to the uprights, don't mind them from here. So they did settle and they end up with the first point. So well done to the Southern Dingoes. And while we wait for the kick-off, let's say a thank you to our wonderful Queensland Murray Carnival partners, the Arthur Beetson Foundation, Queensland Aboriginal and Islander Health Council, the Institute for Urban Indigenous Health, Deadly Choices, Queensland University of Technology, Breast Screen Queensland, Moreton Bay Regional Council, Department of Education Queensland, Containers for Change. G'day to Trout and the team. They've been doing a great job here. Nice high kick-off. Look at that.
It's gone to the moon.
Oh, and
Tap
they bat
back,
it back
play
and play
on.
on.
Love
Yes,
it.
indeed.
Stay in, buddy. Stay in, stay in, stay in. Here you go. Well done. He stole it off his own teammate. Chip
Oh,
and
he
chase,
tried to
play
chip.
one.
And
Oh, penalty.
What about this action? That was dangerous, though.
Yeah, just got him in an innocuous position. He's all right. He just looked up. Didn't look too well, did it? But that's what we want to see. Play one. That'll go on report. He'll call him out.
It's a bit of a roller coaster there to start that kickoff.
Player welfare is at the forefront here, and just going to put on report. We'll have a look at that. I don't think he'll have too much to answer for, but it was, yeah, definitely got him in a dangerous position.
Not only the president of the Front Rowers Club, you're now the judiciary.
Mate, yeah, he'll be right.
Is there anything you can't do?
No.
Excellent. I like it. Apparently play golf.
Master, I can't even do that. Oh, error, play
Dear
one.
me. See, they just haven't settled down.
Nah.
And the Southern Dingoes have done that a little better. I think, you know, the old heads like Phil Dennis have said, fellas, just possession. We don't have to score off every play.
Yeah, and that'll come back in the back end of the half, like you said, with a bit of fatigue will
Yep.
set in. They've had to make a lot of defence. They've had to tackle a fair bit, the poor old EFKs.
Yep. Good contact there. But, some wonderful post-contact meters. And here's Dennis. He'll be scheming again, looking for somebody. He
To the
goes
line,
himself,
offload.
and look at that inside pass. The 17's up there, Mike Cook. He advances the ball to 10 metres inside opposition territory.
Philly D might go to the kick here.
Well, they go from dummy half to 15. He was good yesterday too, Javon White.
Oh.
Goes wide, and there's an opportunity out here. And look, these guys, once they get on a roll, they don't mind throwing the ball. Have a look
Still
at this.
going.
Hands.
Offload, try. That's a try too. Yeah, well done.
Well called.
Just couldn't. Jaden Williams, I think they just couldn't stem the flow. It's just offload. Looked like the 19, I think it was. Jaden Williams scored the try. We'll have a look
Here's
at
the
the replay.
replay.
Good work from dummy half here.
Yeah, that's
Offload.
Javan White, 19.
And support,
Back inside.
supporting back
Yep.
up the inside.
Stays alive. Yep.
Still giving me the ball, sir. Here he goes. And then he just gets down low and too big, too strong.
That's a really well constructed try, that one. Jade Williams.
Very dangerous team off the back of a few offloads. They've got a few speedsters in the middle and some power out wide.
Yeah, I think it was all started from that dummy half run, wasn't it? He kind of saw the markers were slow at A and B as well, and the A and B defenders, and he just pulled them apart through the middle there, and a great support shown by the Dingoes. They pushing up, and I think the 19 handled it a couple of times and ended up getting the try. So
Yeah, they're looking very dangerous at the moment. I think they've found their groove.
Yeah,
10-0.
ominous signs for EFK Memorial. Walden with the kick.
Number 16 in this Dingoes team, Jesse Domick. Looks out, I think that might be Sid Domick's boy. A couple of old heads out in front of us here, Brendan Marshall and Francis Renoff. Talking tactics. Now Brendan Marshall's heading towards the middle of the field. He's started on the wing up at Ipswich Jets and now centres and now back row. So we'll welcome him to the Front Rowers Club in a couple of years. Slide into the middle.
Can you believe the president of the Front Rowers Club? He is in fine form early on
I'm
day
back,
5.
I'm fresh, you know. I've had a couple of days off. I'm fresh again. Back to the moon again, this one here, if they don't catch us on the full.
Comes underneath it. Oh,
knock back, play on. Play on.
Josh Johnson. And this man's been good. Leon Taylor scored
The
a
try
try.
scorer, yeah.
Barnstorming try.
Johnson has been promising as well.
He doesn't mind a bit of work
Does
for
he,
an outside back.
Do we know
Still
much
going?
about him?
No, not at this stage.
He needs to get in an assistant by the looks of it.
Are you
100%.
scouting for somebody?
No, I will be, right price. Yeah, no, he's just there. He's been pretty likely, actually.
Southern Dingoes now with another opportunity. They've got 2 tries, both converted so far. There's a penalty, holding
Hand
down.
on the ball, hand on the ball.
Can't do that, says the referee. Quick tap taken. They bring it back inside. Comes out to the 11 and he looks one way, takes on the defence and they put him down. Keenan Yorston. Phil Dennis in at dummy half. Looks for a front rower. He gets one. And here's another one on the charge. Oh, just tapped as he was on his way to the line. Yeah.
There. He was going to be very hard to stop as they shifted again to the
Jarvin
right.
White.
Come out wide again. They do this very well, this team.
Yeah, good skill. Crisp passes, and I think they got him on the short side here if they go. Yorston.
They called it the short side. The super coach.
Oh, well defended. Oh, they're still going. Offload again.
Need to shut the ball. They're getting away too much ball, this team.
Yep, well defended. He's held him up. Well, a big long shift left here. Look under the post. Look under the post.
Couple of tackles left.
Here
Well,
we
they
go.
are spread out wide. Have a look at them. Comes out here to Dennis now. What's he got installed for us? It comes to White, and White looks at the 6, and the 6 is Walden, and he is through, and they make it look so simple.
And under the post he goes. Yeah, now good shift. Set up again. A couple of really good carries over there on the right. But yeah, just pass. Very clinical, wasn't it?
Very good ball movement. And Javan White was a former Capras player. He was a very good fullback. Ran around there for a couple of years in Rocky.
Yep.
Good to see he's still out there, and he's been very crucial in the middle for them.
Good
Yeah, he's
skill
playing-
then, wasn't it, from White? He drew the defence and good hole running from Walden.
Yeah, he's done it on the left and the right, so he might be playing fullback today. I don't know, but he's he has been a good link. We don't really know; they're everywhere, aren't they?
He's got a roaming commission.
You see Yorston, he's popping up over on the left and on the right and back row. So yeah, good skill all round. Again, those long passes were just hitting the money. Hit them on the chest, nice and crisp, and it's very hard to defend when you got some talent like that. So.
Walden's a happy man. He's got a try and a couple of conversions, and all the tries have been scored either in front of the post or next to him.
Yeah, well, he made sure he scored this one under the post, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm kicking. He's Taylor. He's come to the bench.
Yeah.
He's got himself a try, and he's
Conversion successful. Score now 18 points to 0.
As we see there, that's 3 passes and they're on the other side of the field, and then Devon White just draws in the defender, and we've got a great line run there.
They did that yesterday against the Murray Taipans. They shifted from one side to another, and Phil Dennis was having a field day.
The orchestrator.
Yeah. The conductor. He's out the back now.
There's a nice deep kick-off. First one for the day.
Well, good luck with
some
that.
trouble.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
dead.
gone dead.
It's gone dead. That's a great kick.
Good kick.
They've gone short the first three kick-offs, and now they've gone, okay, let's go long. So
Keeping them guessing.
here we go. They're on the attack, the EFK Memorial.
Can they get some points?
This is their first
before
real
half
big
time?
opportunity, isn't it?
Yep.
It's one of the very few dropouts we've seen at this carnival as well. There's not too much get a repeat set kind of mentality. Oh, he's gone for the short one.
Oh, and it's worked a treat. Have a look at this. And here's Johnson now. And he's on the fly. He seizes up the opportunity. Good tackle in the end.
To the 40. What skill.
I think that was Max Hill.
And he's got the penalty as well. Coach Killer, march him down the field.
Gee, that was a sneaky little drop.
Yeah, it was. It went only went 10.5 metres.
Oh, and how about this for a touch finder? Has it found touch?
Yeah. 60-metre kick as well.
Absolute pearl. And instead of defending their own line, they're now deep on the attack. The Southern Dingoes. What do they got?
They'll roll to the middle.
Been impressed with this man. He's charged the ball forward. That's Damien Ford. Yep.
Off the bench, big 40.
Johnson's looking for it.
Philly
Don't
Dennis,
panic.
early
It
ball.
comes out here to Walden.
Yes.
Oh, he sets up the winger beautifully, and
great skill.
Malachi Urquhart dives over and says, "Thanks, fellas."
Yeah, that was really turning momentum, wasn't it? Short kick-off, penalty, 2 plays, try. So, again, you just look at the skill. They knew where the space was. 1 pass, 2 pass, and then draw and pass.
Yeah, you can see how they got to 56 points yesterday in their game. They've got a lot of points in them.
They won yesterday, 56-0.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they got points, and this is just the first half still, 22-0, and they haven't looked like they're running riot. It's just been a couple of silly mistakes from the EFK Memorial side, and these guys are just able to capitalise on it.
But what they do this side here is shift it from one side to the other, which then tires the defence and it gets them disorganised.
Absolutely, with good skill.
Good skill.
Yeah. Well, that one there was a classic where it hits the ground. The defensive side tends to stop, don't they? And when the ball hits the ground, and that's when it's dangerous for the defensive team.
This is his most difficult shot at goal, Shah Walden.
It's on his good side, so I'm...
You backing it in?
Yeah, I'll give him an opportunity. Let's back him in. There's no wind today, so he's definitely going to get it there. It's just a matter of if he's got it online. He shanked it left.
First miss of the afternoon, or the morning, I should say, for Shah Walden. 3 out of 4. And the score stays at 22 points to 0 as we head towards half-time in this men's open match between EFK Memorial and the Southern Dingoes. I don't think we'll get a resumption of play. No, we won't. The referee confirms that. So at half-time, it is a pretty impressive performance. 4 tries to 0 in favour of the Southern Dingoes, and they lead 22-0 over EFK Memorial.
In the Kalgoorlie language, Multhana means coming together to help each other.
At Multhana, we provide cleaning, landscaping and property services across southeast Queensland.
We are committed to increasing Indigenous employment across the state.
There are many opportunities to gain meaningful employment, be part of a great team and have a pathway to success for your career. So call Multhana today on 1800 685877 or visit our website at multhana.com.au.
Growing up in North Queensland, I didn't really know what I wanted to become. I just knew it involved empowering my people.
Hi, I'm Kat Durante and I'm studying a Law and Business double degree here at QUT.
Choosing the right uni for me was a no-brainer. I wanted real-world learning and overseas experiences that would help shape my future. QUT took me to Bangkok for a UN Peace Summit that opened my eyes to global human rights issues. I also went on an amazing study exchange in Canada, where I learned so much and made incredible friendships. Here at home, QUT helped me prepare for a paid internship at a city law firm while I'm still studying.
Life is busy, but it's good.
My heart is set on becoming a human rights lawyer that makes a real difference. And QUT is helping me get there.
QUT is the university for the real world.
The Containers for Change program has made a big difference around here, and we make sure that money goes back to the community. I think we all get a great kick out of helping people. I am Bob Norris from the Lions Club, and we are change makers.
Check these out. A 715 health check is how you'll get your hands on one of these deadly Broncos shirts. So look after your mind and body, and you'll be styling up in the latest gear. Be deadly, live healthy.
Contact your participating health service clinic now.
Welcome back to our live stream here at the Queensland Murray Carnival, the men's open match with the Southern Dingoes in control over EFK Memorial by 22 points to 0. I'm joined in commentary by Tamika Upton and Mark Turkey. And guys, interesting in the huddle at halftime, we're right above the Dingoes huddle. And the call was no try. So they want to keep the donut there, keep their opposition scoreless.
Yeah, you put a big emphasis on defence, and I think the good attacks coming off their defence. They're getting a lot of momentum from it and keeping them in their own half. And I did overhear the coach talking about staying sharp and keeping their combinations going, so I'm expecting more of the same this half. Yeah, and 56-0 yesterday. They haven't let a try in so far in the carnival, so that'll be a big goal for them. And again, their call from the coach was the first 5 sets. I'm not expecting too much offload footy in these first 5 sets from the Dingoes, and let's see how that pans out.
Let me just correct you. They have conceded 34 points. They lost their first match 34-12. Their second match they won 56. Yeah, there was a vast improvement in that second match. And the other thing that Phil Dennis said in that huddle was, don't be in such a hurry to play the ball. Control. We don't want to give them possession willy-nilly.
Yeah. And this helps here to start the second half with the penalty going their way.
High shot. And while we're talking about officiating, let's give a wrap to all the referees and touchies and our administrators for doing a great job as the carnival moves into its 5th day. Well, we've got Ball Boy up there. Tyrone Roberts is Ball Boy, doing a good job. He's been doing a lot of stuff. He's been picking up litter. He's been Ball Boy. He's been an ambassador. He's doing a good job. Absolutely. And it's all been with a big smile on his face. He's as enthusiastic about every task that he's been given. I think he's loving life at the moment. Good on him. His body's free of injury. I think he's and his team's still alive. And they're still alive, the Devils. Yeah. How good is that? As we go across the field, and the Southern Dingoes looking for their 5th try. They've got 4 so far. And they've been pretty good, and they just start to wind up. Here's a long
Beautiful
ball,
pass.
and there's a huge overlap. He doesn't need it. The one, Ngara Barker, and he'll help himself. And what about the pass from the old-timer?
Philly Dennis, just too big, too strong again. Bumped off a defender and then knew that there was going to be some space out here on the right-hand side. So just here you go, just bumped him off and went, there you go, son, have a score a try. Too easy.
It's back under the post, and Shah Walden will be very happy about that.
First 2 sets completed, so they'll be happy with that was the call at half-time, and they've got another try. So. Kicker in front of the post, he'll be, like you said, he'll be happy with that, won't he? Off tap 4 from 5.
Oh, Tamika, that would have been a fullback's nightmare there. They had a line stretch with about a 3 or 4 man overlap, and the poor fullback's looking at 4 of them going, what do I do here?
Yeah, look, Phil Dennis in the opposition, the attacking team there, he is just too good.
Yeah.
He hit and spin out of that. He drew 4 people in with his run, and then about a 10 to 15 metre long ball. So I don't know how you stop that.
Hits the fullback on the chest, he just rolls through.
That's conversion successful. That is class with a capital C, isn't it? Here it is again. Watch it.
There's 350 Q Cup games under that belt. So yeah, he's done. I think he's been playing in the Q Cup for about 18 years, I think it is, and that's not an exaggeration. So he's definitely got the credentials, and yeah, good skill.
28-0 to the Southern Dingoes, the team that's about to receive the kickoff, and the team that has the duty of kicking off in the pink, the EFK Memorial team. They go high again, not much distance, but plenty of hang time.
There's Javon White, an old fullback.
Showed all the skill.
You never want to be running back like that for them.
And you can hear the herd
easy.
coming too.
Look out. Look out, Walden. Will he go all the way? He's being chased. The cover's coming to him. He's looking for support like a good 5'8", but there's none there.
Oh, they've got him for a high shot now as well. Great chase back again. Clifton Law, he's a good defender, this fella.
He's been
in a
everywhere.
beaten side, and then they've just been politely asked the question, sir, and he just marches them down the middle here.
May not have been as polite as you think it was.
I think the captain might have just asked a little question. Are you sure?
Check the replay,
yes.
sir. Here's Dennis now, and it comes out to the 22, and good willing tackle. He tries to offload it, and that'll be a changeover. Yeah. Mason Morgan.
They won't be happy. That's not the game plan. First 5, next 5. Complete your sets. Good defence. Great scramble by EFK Memorial.
That's what they need here to start turning this second half around. Good
Yeah,
set
they
of
gotta
defence
scramble.
and get up the other end, complete your set with a nice kick.
Absolutely, and there's nothing to lose now. So open slather, here we go.
If you're in this position, I'll ask you two who've played at the highest level, do you throw it around? If you're the team in pink, you're out down by 28 points to 0.
Initially, you wouldn't know. The coach would be saying, just complete your sets, make your tackles, and, and you can score 28 points very quickly. It's surprising how easy it can be. But here you go. You're getting some relieving penalties. Roll your sleeves up, play the ball, and the tide will turn. In the game these days, and you'd be able to vouch for this, Tamika, that once you get momentum, it's hard to stop it. Like the rules and the changes have really taken advantage for the team with the momentum. So if they can hold with the momentum, anything's possible.
Definitely. They just need to build a bit of pressure back on the Southern Dingoes. They haven't had much pressure this game, so we'll see what happens in this set if they can build some.
Absolutely. And then after 10 or 15, when it's not working there, then you go, right, I let it sing, Now they've made an error play one.
No, injury.
Injury concern there for the player.
I know what the injury was. He's just been run over by a monster.
Francis ran off, getting up Ginger. He says to the referee, I'm all right, mate.
I'm good.
I'm good. I'll just go and have a rest out wide here.
I'll find my shoulder in a couple of minutes.
And now an opportunity here for EFK Memorial. Good little dummy and a charge, and he's looking for support.
Just needed one off his hip.
been able to
Dummy
score
half.
then.
Try.
Yeah, the dart is successful.
That's all they needed, a little bit of momentum. You know, 3 really big, strong charges there, and they, it was even easy. They just rolled down that right edge, and
Mitchell Butler.
he jumped out of dummy half. Here you go, you watch.
The sleight of hand here.
Yep. That's a good little run, isn't it?
Get himself through
Boom.
the first line of defence, and then the fullbacks in the tackle here.
Tempted to throw the pass, didn't have to, and then bang. Patience. He could have he probably would have thrown that offload in the first half, and you know, potentially made an error. So to go down, play the ball fast, and the little number 5 supporting up the middle jumps into dummy half, and yeah.
It's a great setup. You could tell they were building for that off the back of that defensive set, and got piggybacked down with a penalty, and didn't look like stopping there.
Absolutely. Momentum. It's crazy in the game today. It's crazy.
Looks like the try scorer having a shot at goal. Yes, it is.
Scorer's kick. I love it. I love it.
Unless a front rower scores.
Ah, give him a go. Give him a go.
Yes, El Presidente. Again, we've got a lovely day here in Brisbane, or the surrounds of Brisbane, and it is a cracker, and lots of people here cheering on enthusiastically, and the support over the first 5 days has been enormous.
Yeah, it's a good spot to be. So get on down if you can. There's a few, you know, familiar faces and some NRL players running around, and some great local talent as well.
Yeah, Albany Creek Crushers Juniors home ground, and right next to Eaton's Hill.
Conversion successful.
Plenty of activity going on. 5 fields, all full of men, women.
And the other thing is you can come down to the vaccination hub and get tickets to the Storm and Panthers or Souths and Manly. You get a team shirt, you get lunch. It's fantastic. Great, and do your bit for your community.
Great promotion and great action footy. The footy here is amazing today.
Well, this will give them a bit of heart now. Let's see if they can follow it up with a good set here.
Always want to complete your next set after points.
Tyrone Roberts was big on that. Every time we do the commentary with Tyrone, completion after points.
Yeah, good contact, good carry. Found his front.
It's been a willing contest. This bloke's been good. Looking again to see if he can get a ball away.
Good hold, good hold.
He needs a bit of support off him. Every time he runs it, he seems to get his arm free.
There's the try scorer. That's a great set so far. That's 4.
Yeah. Can they finish it off?
Early kick.
They're going to go out there. There's a bit of space too. They turn the winger around.
This
the fullback's coming across.
Oh, well, shepherded him off the ball.
Oh.
There's a relieving penalty. He ran across him, the referee's call.
Put that down to the good chase out wide there. Put a bit of pressure.
Absolutely. Great set, after points.
Absolutely. Now another opportunity.
As the Dingoes go to their bench, 4 freshies ready to go.
Butler puts the ball into touch, and they'll have a full set here. Right on the 20. Here they come. Speaking of 20, that's Stephen Bago.
Lone Ranger, no support.
Takes it up. 13 says, I'll have a crack.
Roll to the post. Here we go. What do we got here?
Keelan Clayton. Now they go. They've got options either side, and they go to the far side again, and the centre pins the ears back, but he's going into touch.
Great defence. Great defence.
He tried to burrow in there, but they both
held him up.
Grapple hold and got him over the sideline.
Yeah, the cavalry came from the inside too, and I think it might have been Philly D actually. He's worked hard from the inside there, and they got him into touch. Great set again. That's a good set. Good place to start the set. 20-metre tap. Let's see if they can defend this now.
So we actually got across the line.
Yeah.
It was an opportunity.
Johnson.
Here's the Southern Dingoes now. You want to be careful that Johnson, yesterday he did these runs where he just sort of ambled up and then he put the afterburners on him. Bingo. If your line is staggered, you're in trouble. And they come to the commentary side of the ground and they hit it up through Jade Williams. Scored a try. One-on-one steal attempt.
No, it's too strong.
Hangs on to it. Does a good job. Here's a kick
Chip
downfield.
chase. There's a big chase on.
Barker.
Oh,
25
got
gets
the bounce.
across.
Yeah, well done.
Ungie.
That's a good set.
Good kick there. Really turned him around and followed by a good chase.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in trouble here.
Yeah.
They're in trouble here.
Bit light. Bit light. Got manhandled a little bit.
That's experience.
Yeah.
They knew what to do there. They kept him on his feet and just dragged him back in.
Automatically, the Dingoes have got the momentum back in there on the try line. And the EFK Memorial side, they're scrambling hard in defence.
Yeah, they have been all
They're
game.
working hard. They haven't stopped.
There's the dropout. Gets it to about the 40-metre line. And they charge it back into a good position now. Full set of 6 here coming up for the Southern Dingoes. They're the team in the blue. And that's Javon White, who's been very solid here this morning. Johnson, he looks inside. Jinx can't find a gap.
Settles it down. Yorson and Philly Dennis are here on the left there wanting the ball. They might get it.
White gets it back inside to Johnson, and the speed is electric.
Yeah, great skill, great vision.
You could always tell he was going to break this game open. He's been simping around the middle all game.
He's the player most likely, and he's been busy. Look at him just scheming here. White just jumps back here in the middle, and there it is. I think he might have played the ball from last play, did he? Just supporting up the inside.
Yeah, Javon White taking advantage there of the split markers.
(32-6). Kick to come, waiting for a kicking tee. He's had a good day in the office, Shah Walden.
Got some points on the board, hasn't he?
Got 4 conversions so far and a try. So
himself.
12 points so far. Looking to add another 2.
Josh Johnson adds another try to his collection.
Correct.
Is that 4 or 5 for the tournament?
Yeah. Well, he certainly had 3 in that game the other day. The 56-0 victory yesterday. Walden looking for his 5th conversion. No mistake.
34-6. It's looking a bit lopsided now. The EFK Memorial side, they actually came out in the second half and they've had a lot of momentum. Is that the first or second try for the Southern Dingoes in the second half? But they've shown a bit of promise, the EFK Memorials.
Yeah, we spoke about momentum swinging before, and they just had it before getting taken into touch up there, and Southern Dingoes capitalised.
Oh, look at that
This is a
floater.
You don't want to catch that
one. Beats everybody.
Oh, big chase here. Oh, the goalpost.
Use the goalpost to his advantage then.
Big Taylor.
Yeah. He's been good. Scored a try in the first half.
Yorston.
Here comes the Dingoes again, looking
for the little
looking
fella. Good work by the small fella on the big man.
Slow play the ball. Now it's the Southern Dingoes again. Barker looking for a gap. You can hear lots of talk out the back in our effects, Mike. That's the field next to us has got one of the tournament favourites playing out there. Perga. But they're in control here.
Johnson.
Here's Johnson again through the dummy, but they didn't fall for it.
Gets a
Final
quick play
tackle.
the ball and
It's Phil Dennis. Jinx goes back to the short side, and there's plenty of numbers out here.
Shah.
And Walden, he holds it up, gives it to the winger.
Again,
gets a
just
try.
vision, eh? Just vision. Philly D, he had more lined up here on the right, and he just goes back down the left, and then bang, bang, try.
I swear every time he touches the ball, something's happening.
That's Cliffy, mate. I mean, you just mesmerise and watch. Bang.
He's going to kick.
Here he
Now he's
goes.
going to run. Now he's going to
Bang.
pass.
Just draw and pass, draw and pass. And then you have a try.
Gets it out to the 4.
Peace.
Garland Peace, yep.
I don't know how you defend against Phil Dennis.
Yeah, he's got ball in 2 hands is the key. He just takes the right options, 99% of the time.
Yeah, that's what he did in that 56-0 win yesterday. He just orchestrated everything.
Yep.
And Johnson was outstanding. The opposition started to tire. The line was staggered. He just used his pace and agility.
$38 points to 6. Kick from the sideline, another tough one.
Is it our man still, Walden?
Yeah, I think it is. Oh, he's
giving
put this online. Oh, just missed.
Giving it a good roost.
No, it's the 1, was it? Barker.
Change of kicker.
Don't want to kick from out wide. Walden.
Just to update everybody who's watching this stream, it is the Perga Wagtails, one of the tournament favourites and the defending champions, 42-6 in the field behind us. So another exhibition.
Yep.
I'm excited to see the Southern Dingoes and the Perga team come together.
They'll
Both
meet somewhere in the semis.
Yeah, got a few points in them.
Oh, short one to the moon again.
Nightmare.
That's play on. 6 again.
Goes backwards.
They got it back.
They got it back. Very sneaky from the kickoff, aren't they?
Yeah.
EFK Memorial. And now they try to go through the middle.
The try scorer here, the lone try scorer has been elusive, and he's got to
He's
score.
got to go again.
Oh,
Yes.
He's got a double.
Butler with the try.
And a try celebration.
He's played good, and he's the kicker as well. He's given him nightmares off the kickoff and scooting through the middle.
Looks like he's very strong, eh?
Well, the message from the coach of the Southern Dingoes at half-time was don't let your line be compromised, and they've let 2 through, so we won't be all that happy.
No. Oh, that was individual brilliance. He did really well. The Mitchell Butler, he's got spiders on him. They wouldn't. No one could get him down. And try and convert his own try here.
$38-10, kick to come. We're into the last 5 minutes of this match between EFK Memorial in the pink. Try scorer Mitchell Butler. He's got the 2 tries for EFK Memorial and a conversion. He's looking for his second conversion of the morning. They trail though by 38-10 against the Southern Dingoes. Just looking at the field behind us, Ben Barber, he still looks fit. He looks like he could put the boots on any time and have a run around. You see Wes Conlon there as well. Some names you might recall.
Wesy, yeah.
From the Ipswich Jets.
I coached Wesy for 1 year at
Good
South Logan.
kick.
He's got that. Oh, he's kangaroo into his team.
He scored all the points for him.
Out there.
That's what it's about. Team's down 38-12 and he's having fun.
Good on him. And kick off from the Southern Dingoes.
Oh, he never looked likely. I think the sun might have got in his eyes, you know.
Yeah, it was a floating kick as well.
It was a good one.
They're always tough to read.
He didn't look comfortable under that one. Back on the attack.
You can see Brian Kelly from the Titans. He's there as well in the field behind us. And remember, if you want to catch all the action in those fields, download the app QMC 2020 from the App Store and watch on MurrayRugbyLeague.net, and you can watch the other games. No commentary, but you get the scores and the vision and the crowd effects.
Be looking for Josh Johnson out the back here.
Here he comes.
Oh,
He
great line.
not need it.
Don't need him.
Les Gibson beats his man one-on-one and will go over for another try for the Southern Dingoes.
He's a rangy looking kid, isn't he? He only looks young, but he's looks like a really good body.
Yeah, that was clinical attack there off the scrum. Looked like they're going at the back, and then a slight change of angle from the try scorer.
Yes.
Get on the outside of his defender. And
Good fend. Yeah, it was a good line, wasn't it? Faked in and then bounced out. So really good play. 42-12. Kick to come, nice. Back there, Shah wants his kick.
Yeah.
He wants his points tally again.
He's got 8. He's got 14.
Yeah. We've got 2 minutes left.
He's been good with the bird. 5 out of 6. You can't.
No, only one he's
complain
missed.
about that.
Only one he's missed from the sideline.
Are you backing this one in? It's one of those halfway in, halfway out.
Nah, he's gonna. Yep, he's gonna get this one. Yeah. And you can normally have a look where he lines it up. He seems like he's done all right here.
He looks like he's got it lined
Dead centre, black
dead
dot.
centre. Yeah, black dot. Well, it's a blue dot.
Blue
actually.
dot.
Yeah.
It's not even a dot. The blue stripe.
I think we're splitting hairs here.
Straight
now.
over the blue stripe.
The blue stripe, which shall be called from here on in.
Oi, big shank. Score remains 42-12. Yeah, I reckon I've got maybe a set each.
we'll see what we can see off this kickoff here.
Yeah, they might get it back. They go stick with the short program.
Can never count them out.
Referee says, let's get play underway again. And they go the little dinky kickoff. Oh, they've tried a few different kickoffs, haven't they?
Let it sing.
And they do.
Taylor.
Here's the big fella. It winds up. Taylor.
Oh, held him up. Nice.
Yeah, I must say Damien McIntosh, he's been good, the 11 for EFK.
Philly Dennis has lost his strides. You cannot lose the strides, mate. Penalty, second man in. He can't do anything wrong, Philly D. I don't think he's a protected species out there. Hey? Don't push Phil's
he's gone
head.
for yardage
look at
here.
this.
Is it going to go out?
No, it's not going to go out, unfortunately. All right, let's see what they got. What have we got? 20 seconds left. Couple of tackles.
There's the first. In the dying stages, men's open match between EFK Memorial and the Southern Dingoes.
I think they're going to have a winger scoot set.
Men in blue are in control at 42 points to 12.
Short side, chip and
little
chase.
chip over the top. I'm not sure he was behind the kicker when he took off to the centre.
Nice.
Well fielded in the end. Hooter sounds in the background, and that will bring to a close this match, taken out by the Southern Dingoes by 42 points to 12 after